We got a new power tool and we're gonna put it to work today. Stay tuned. Well, hello again, guys. We are here and we're gonna fix the squeak on the Subaru. We're also gonna fix that weird type of pulley noise coming from the Subaru. We're gonna make it a little bit more quiet, a little bit more less obnoxious on startups. And hopefully we can get this done, and hopefully I can pinpoint where this noise is coming from. Besides working on my car today, the most exciting part is going to be using my new power drill that I got. This is one awesome impact driver. It's Ryobi. It was on sale at the Home Depot, and I'm pretty stoked on the purchase. So we're going to get to taking off some nuts and bolts and putting this thing to use. First thing's got to go is this little air funnel filter thing. Woo! That's nice. That's nice. That's nice and quick. Don't want to overdo it. Ooh, I like that. That's easy. No effort required. I'm liking this already. Next, this plastic cover's got to go. Try not to lose the bolts, lose the nuts. Very carefully, gonna have to remove the nut and remove the bolt. Time to expose. Whoops, maybe not. Let's get that out of there. Gotta get this shroud off here, and then we'll be able to see our belts and do some inspecting. Engage headlamp. There we go, we can see a little better now. We do have a lot of drippage going on here, and that is due to my leaky power steering pump. Yeah, it's starting to squeal again, and it's been leaking out the fluid, and it's just been an ongoing mess, an ongoing issue. You can just see all that gunk down there. That's a whole nother fun experience to come on the channel. Stay tuned. Sometimes you find random things. Looks like a sunflower seed's in there. That's not mine. Any hoosers. My plan is to remove the AC belt first, start it up, and see if that sound is removed or not. That annoying noise, that squeak, that horrid noise. So that's gonna be my first way of diagnosing the issue. And if it doesn't make any noise, then I think I found the issue, and it's gonna be this pulley right here, or maybe even that one down below there. Let's get these belts loosened up. So we're gonna start by loosening up this 12mm bolt right down here. Now once we start loosening this up, it'll bring the alternator down, and in turn it will loosen up the belt. That way you can just slide it right off. Should be plenty. There we go. So that's pretty much all it takes to get the belt off. All you gotta do is loosen up two 12mm bolts as you just saw. And yeah, we got a nice belt for you. It wouldn't be a bad time to inspect the belt and make sure there's no fraying or any signs of tearing. Not too worn out. Looks like it still has some life left. Alrighty then, time to get the AC belt off now. Going down here with my 12mm socket, and I'm gonna just break free this nut down here. Hopefully break it free and not break my knuckles free. Just loosen it up. You don't want to take it all the way off. Bring in our little time-saving tool here. We're gonna start loosening up this long bolt, and it should start bringing up the pulley, as you can see there. See how it's bringing it up? Just going real slow. So we're just gonna slide the belt off now. That's really all it takes to get these belts off. It's not much at all. Any basic person with some mechanical skills, I think, can get it done. Cause look at me, man, look at me. If I could do it, anyone could do it, right? That's what I like to say. I'm not considered any more qualified than your average Joe. So this belt's pretty new as well. There's no sign of fraying or nothing like that. So yeah, we got both our belts off now. Pretty stoked. Is it really the same size belt? These are some dinky belts. My dad's Chevy belt's like 3 feet long, I'm not even joking. First I'm going to inspect the pulleys and just see if everything feels smooth and make sure everything is moving freely. Pretty quiet, pretty quiet. What about my power steering? No, I know it. I know I have to replace this pump. I know I do. I've just been putting it off and just filling it up with more power steering fluid. Kind of checked out the pulleys the best that I could, but everything seems to be pretty much operating smoothly. I'm not sure how much resistance is actually normal on these pulleys. Honestly, I have no idea. But I'm just out here, you know, just out here trying to learn some things. Hopefully I can teach myself something. Actually, I didn't even inspect this one. Uh-oh, it might be that one. Whoa, maybe busted a bearing or something. I'm gonna see if I can't just get that thing out and inspect it fully. I've never removed it before, so here we go. There's a first for everything, right? Okay, you guys are coming with me. So we're going in, we're getting dirty today, boys. We dropped something. We gotta go get it. the dreaded thing when we drop something here. Boys, that's never fun. Oh, there we go. Got it. Okay, so now we know that that's gonna be a nut coming off. And is this a fixed stud in the pulley itself is the question. You know what? I'm gonna back that thing out all the way and hopefully it'll just drop right down. And it should just drop that pulley right off the bottom. Will it go that far down? I might have to just remove that bracket, yo. That bracket might have to go. Now we know we just gotta take out these two bolts here and the bracket should come off as well as the pulley. See, I've just never taken this off before, so we're all learning together. And I'm deciding to share it to the world. Sharing my idiocracy to the world today. You can do it correctly when it's your turn if you just learn from my mistakes. Alright, we got the 12mm bolt all the way out, pretty much. We got one bolt out, one more to go, and this bracket should just come right off. Voila, we have a pulley and the bracket. We just got our pulley and bracket assembly off of the car. And this thing is filthy and I don't want to touch it. But we're going to inspect this pulley a little bit closer. And hopefully we can find something wrong with it, because I really don't want to replace any of these ones down here. So we're just going to check it out and see what we find. Alright, so I was just messing with the pulley here and it looks like it just comes right off. Just like that. Just trying to clean up all the grease off this thing. Alright, while I have this here and out. Whoa, popped right out there, buddy. Gonna take some of this petroleum jelly or whatever type of lube that you have on hand. I'm sure this wouldn't hurt it at all just to add a little bit on here. And I think I'll even add a little bit on this part, which is the part I think that spins around. Just trying to lube it up a little bit more, you know, just to help things operate a little smoother. So let's go ahead and bolt this back up to the car. Tighten these bad girls back up. We're gonna put on this belt first. We're gonna keep the AC belt off and hopefully we don't hear that noise. Or hopefully we don't hear any noises, but we just gotta get it on the main crank pulley first, and then we'll work it up to get it on all the rest of the pulleys. Just wanna make sure that you're in all the grooves, the belt's on straight, and you can start to go on ahead and tighten it down. I'm just gonna slowly start to take my new awesome tool here, and we're gonna bring the alternator up, and that'll slowly start to tighten down the belt as well. You can kind of get an idea of where your belt tension was set before, just based on where you can see how clean it gets and then where the dirt starts. And that should be the proper tension, so we will see what happens here. It needs some wiggle room. So it looks like we got some pretty good tension going on the belt. Don't forget to tighten down this bolt before you start. That'll lock in the position. Make sure your car is free of all tools and debris. And we're gonna start her up right now and give her a nice test. Hopefully we don't hear any squeals or squeaks or anything weird. Burnt my belt right up. Look at it smoking. The heck was that about? Is it not tight enough? That's some BS right there. Well, that was an epic fail. What the hell? I just did a little adjustment. Normally it does squeak for a second and then it goes away, but this just kept squeaking and squeaking and kept getting louder and louder. Yeah, that ain't good. That ain't good at all. Alright, let's go on ahead and bring this up a tiny bit more because I can still see a little bit of the clean threads there. Alright, we put it a little tighter. Let's go on ahead and give it another shot. Here we go, stand clear. That's much better sounding. I'm not hearing that weird pulley squeal either. I think I might have narrowed it down to the AC pulley being bad. That's good news. Do I even need AC or heater? I'm gonna slide on the AC belt real quick and just see if it makes the noise that I'm talking about. Hopefully none. Maybe my lube job that I did will help fix some of the issue. I really don't know. So let's go ahead and get that belt on. Drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. Just a good jerk. Everything seems to be lined up. Alright, here goes nothing. We're gonna start her up and hopefully she's nice and quiet. Well, the noise is back. I'm gonna check out this idler pulley one more time down here. Take a closer look at this idler pulley. So the first time when I took this off, I did not even realize that this is a bearing. I did not even realize that. How can I be so idiotic? I think the reason why I didn't even notice that this was a bearing because it was all just gunked up with grease and a whole bunch of crap. Man, I should have known. Should have known. It barely even moves. You can tell that it's just seized up. This thing should move freely, and it clearly does not do that. Because I know on my skateboard wheels, if my bearings were like this, I would replace them immediately. Idler pulley. I see it on your website for my Subaru. Yeah, part number is 38030.
Alright, I do have one in stock, my man. Let me confirm that, okay? Give me 1 second.
Alright, thank you. It's got one in stock, baby. $42 for this part.
I do have it here, man.
Alright, cool. I'll be over to pick it up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright, bye-bye. Alright, enough of this. Let's go pick up our new idler pulley and get this noise fixed after all. Here's the new pulley right here. New AC idler pulley. If any of you guys are interested and you need to do this same mod to your car, the same maintenance, here's the number for the Gates brand pulley. I'm sure there are cheaper options, but this is all that O'Reilly had in stock at the time, so that's what I went with. Just gonna install the new idler pulley now. Should be pretty straightforward because we just did this about an hour ago. And we're just gonna slide this up in there. You wanna be sure that your notch right on this piece lines up with the notch on the bracket. It'll go right through just like that and lock into place. That will allow you to actually tighten the nut on there without the backside moving because it locks in the groove right here on the bracket itself. Gonna place our nut back on the idler piece here just to get it somewhat snug so we don't lose it, just like we did earlier. And just like that, we're ready to just bolt this thing back on. And we should be pretty much wrapped up. Hopefully it doesn't make a sound. Everything's nice and smooth and operating as it should. Now we just want to double check that our belt is still in the grooves and aligned properly, which it looks like it is. We're going to take our trusty Mr. Torquey and we're going to just cinch up that belt to the idler pulley. Double check our tension, see if it'll fold like a taco, and it does. Let's get this idler pulley tightened down, lock it into position. And I think that's pretty much all there is to it. Whew, okay, let's start this baby up and hopefully she's nice and quiet. I think she's back to normal. Silence is golden. No more squeaks, no more sounds. We just fixed the noise. Good work. Good work. That pretty much wraps this video up, I guess. I'm glad we were successful. I'm glad I was able to take you guys along on this journey to figure out what the heck that noise was and where it was coming from. And I hope you can learn from this video and maybe replace your idler pulley if you're hearing the same noise as I was. No more embarrassing startups with the nice squeak. Hopefully she's going to be a quiet startup in the morning, minus the exhaust noise. But that's the good noise, right? We don't want to hear any of that bad noise under the hood. We only want the good noise out the tailpipe. So I want to thank you guys for watching the video. We will see you on the next video. Maybe maintenance, maybe a performance mod, maybe even a recall. You gotta stay tuned for that one. So we will see you then. Take it easy, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye. And yeah, stay awesome.